Hello everyone, we are going on a pink Jeep tour. This morning we hiked to Devil's Bridge and the views were spectacular, but our feet are tired and a pink Jeep tour is a great way to end the day. We actually wanted to book the Broken Arrow Jeep tour, but it was sold out. So if your heart is set on that or any specific tour, then book early. We did not. The only tour that was still available for the day and time we wanted was this one, Coyote Canyon. But it looked like a great tour, so we booked it. We got to the pink Jeep location and checked in, and then we were told to go to the waiting area. After a quick run to the bathroom, the tour guide called our names and we were escorted to our pink Jeep. And then off we went. Our tour guide was super nice and knowledgeable. He said he had lived in Sedona for 42 years and has been a tour guide for 14 years. This part of Sedona that we are driving in right now is called Uptown and is mainly frequented by tourists with lots of eateries, pubs, and souvenir types of shops. We continued down a main road, paved, for about 20 minutes, and I recognize this as the main drag in Sedona, State Route 89A, with a Whole Foods we had shopped at earlier in the week. The tour guide talked the entire way, so it was interesting. He told us about the history of Sedona, how they found an aquifer running underneath, and how the town grew to become a tourist destination. He also pointed out and named some of the rock formations we passed. So even though we were not yet at the exciting and bumpy part of the tour, our guide made it very interesting, and it was fun to hang out in the Jeep and pass other pink Jeeps along the way. What a great marketing tool for them to have these pink Jeeps. They are so easy to spot. We passed a sign pointing to Coffee Pot Rock, which is another popular hike in Sedona. Finally, we got to the bumpy part, which is fun for some people. And I recognize this. This was Dry Creek Road, the very same trail we took this morning to Devil's Bridge. Had I known, I probably would not have booked this tour, but then again, we booked late and the other tours were already taken, so this was the only available tour for all four of us on this day at this time. Lesson learned. Book early, these tours fill up fast, especially the popular ones like the Broken Arrow tour, which is the one we really wanted. Meanwhile, the tour guide kept us entertained with tidbits about the animals and vegetation in this part of the wild. He pointed out the agave century plant, which is said to bloom only once every 100 years. Imagine that. That's the shoot it puts out, then it flowers and produces seeds once in a century. Its southern cousin is the blue agave. That's the one they make tequila out of, and also agave nectar as a sweetener, according to our tour guide, who seemed to be able to put out an unending fountain of information. I asked the guide where exactly Coyote Canyon was, since that's the name of the tour, and I didn't see it on a map. And he said that it's really called Coconino National Forest, which is 1.8 million acres, and they use the term Coyote Canyon mostly for marketing purposes. That makes sense coming from the pink Jeep company. After about a half hour of bumpy riding, we pulled into a small overlook area where we got out of the Jeep and then took in the beautiful scenery and posed for pictures. And then we hopped back into the Jeep for more bumpy riding and more entertainment from our tour guide. I think that's what really made this tour fun, the quality of the tour guide with his easygoing manner and willingness to share so much information about the area. Here you can see the same trail we were on this morning and a sign pointing to Devil's Bridge. You've got to do that hike. The views from up there are really spectacular. Meanwhile, we continued on until we got to another overlook and another chance to get out and admire the view and, of course, take pictures. And then we were back on the paved road heading back. We hit some traffic on the way back, actually a lot of traffic, and again our wonderful tour guide made it painless and we were on vacation, so what's a little traffic? The traffic actually gave us more time in the Jeep to admire the view and more time with our very entertaining tour guide. That's one way to beat the traffic. And then we were back where it all began, in the pink Jeep parking lot. Our car was parked a couple of blocks away in a free municipal lot, so we took a short walk through this very touristy area called Uptown Sedona. I hope you enjoyed this video of our pink Jeep tour, and I hope you come visit Sedona. No matter what you do here, this place is awesome. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button. It helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.